All right, this is going to be a bit more of a core-based flow here today, and you are definitely going to feel this shoulders, upper back, back onto the body, definitely get into the glutes, so just kind of have that in mind. And let's go ahead and start this on our back. So go ahead and bring yourself all the way down onto your mat and onto the floor. And once you come down, I want you to go ahead and set this up with your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Knees up high, lean them in towards center to just help release your low back down to the mat. And then go ahead and bring your arms out to your sides. Palms open toward the ceiling. Let your shoulders sink down toward the floor. And you can bring your hands past your head or maybe pull your elbows down toward your waist, whatever suits you best. And then once you set this up here, just go ahead and close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in. Let your mind quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. With your exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here. And then take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And then press down into your feet, separate your knees. And let's just take things slow here to begin. So with your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. When you exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale this time, bring the arms down but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted here. Belly pulled in, low back down, look forward, stretch to your fingertips. And we'll go back and forth from here, curling. So with your next inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. And now with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs and twist. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll out long. Now with the exhale, curl right one more time and hold here. Now stay lifted, stretch your fingertips. Try to lift your left shoulder up a little bit higher. With your next inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl left and hold here. Stretch forward through the fingertips. Try to lift that right shoulder higher this time. With your next inhale, roll out long. And with the exhale, just curl back into center. Stay lifted. Belly pulled in, low back down. Try to reach your fingertips a little bit further forward. And then go ahead, take hold of your knees, pull them into your chest, relax your head. And just pull everything down for a moment here, flatten your spine. Now you can pull your knees out wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe. And then if you're moving side to side, just bring this back to center. Now go ahead, release your grip, bring your feet down to the floor. And then once your feet come down, take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head again. And then with the exhale, just keep the arms past your head. So as you're reaching, bring the backs of the hands down and press your shoulders into the floor. And we're going to take this to a version of bridge from here. Now keep your feet on the mat, but walk your feet in closer to your seat. So you can start with your low back basically flat. Keep your gaze up high, keep your shoulders pressing down. And then with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up high. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll down. Now inhale, lift your hips one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep them tense. Keep your heels pressed into the floor. And then take this further. As you dig into your heels, lift your toes. Keep the glutes engaged, keep your hips pressing high, and just move your arms. So take an inhale and stretch long through your fingertips. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides, hips stay high. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale, bring the arms down one more time. And then go ahead, roll your spine back down to the floor. Just take a couple breaths. Now once you're ready here, we'll take one more version. Arms are going to stay at your sides, palms down. And we're going to take this staggering the position of the feet. So keep your right heel close to your seat, but then step your left foot forward away from you, about 1 foot's length. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then just dig down into both feet, and we'll take it up and down like this. So with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll this down again. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, press in your hands, and keep your heels digging down into the floor. Now if you want to take it further, here's the option. Press into that left foot, and then see about pulling your right knee up toward your chest. That might be too much. Just take things to where you can. Now if the right foot's lifted, set it back down. And then just roll your spine back down to the floor. And of course, we'll do that on the other side. So to set this up, bring the left heel in close to your seat. And then step the right foot away from you, forward about 1 foot's length. Now dig into both heels, pressing your hands. And then up and down. With an inhale, lift your hips and squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, come back down. Now inhale, press up one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, dig down into your heels. And if you want to take it further, keep the right foot down. Maybe pull the left knee toward your chest, just hold. And then if the left foot's lifted, set it down. Roll your spine back down to the floor. And then once you're down, bring your hands underneath your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, keep your shoulders down. And just set the feet side by side. And then just twist here. Fold your knees over to the right. And then over to the left. And just take things back and forth. Let your body twist. And then from here, the next time you bring your knees down over to the right side, keep them down. Now press the right leg into the floor. Squeeze the left leg toward the right. And with your shoulders grounded, if you want to take this further, try to press down. Work to lift the right hip up off the mat. And maybe it comes up, maybe it doesn't. Just engage the tension in that direction. And then go ahead, release. Bring your knees through center to the left side one more time. Now press your legs down into the floor. Keep your shoulders grounded. And see about lifting your left hip this time. Just hold. And then release. Go ahead, bring your hips back down and come back to center. Now once you come back to center, bring your knees to your chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze in for just a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip. Now bring your left foot to the floor. Extend the right leg straight up toward the ceiling. And now straighten your right leg as best you can. If your hamstrings are tight, you can always bend your knee, but if you can, try to lock the knee straight. But stack the right ankle above the right hip either way. Now keep the right foot flexed, sole of the foot facing the ceiling. And then lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach up through both arms. And we're going to take this back and forth, reaching one hand at a time. Now I want you to work this as a twist. So you're reaching from the shoulders rather than just the hands. So I'm going to count starting with the right hand. So reach up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that left shoulder high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release and come down. And we'll switch this out for the other side. So right foot's on the floor, left leg up high. Now straighten your left leg as best you can. Keep the ankle stacked over the hip. And so the left foot faces the ceiling. Now again, lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach high through both arms. Work the twist, reaching up through the shoulders rather than just the hands. Starting with the left hand this time. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that right shoulder high. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release and bring everything down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze in, and curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then use this shape, cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat, come further to your hands, and come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, just take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel things out, loosen up your spine. And then bring this into center. I want to take this into the wrist right away. So wrist underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Look down at your hands. And then bring the hands a little bit close to your knees, about one hand's length. Now flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, the palms face up, the fingertips point toward your knees. And if your hands are too far forward and this is too intense, just bring your hands closer. You can always take more weight to the legs. Now however you set this up, spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, lift your spine. Keep that tension in your hands and just feel the stretch. Let it move through the wrists and up into the forearms. And then just maybe stay here with the arms straight. You can always sway the shoulders side to side, and this could be good enough. Keep that tension in your fingers. Now, if you want to take this further, I want you to keep the arms and the hands as they are, and we'll just take this through cow and cat breathing through the spine. So for that, with an inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up toward the ceiling. And then with the exhale, round and empty completely. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round and empty out. One more time. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, round and empty one more time. And then just come up onto the fingertips for a moment. We'll take one more wrist stretch here. So walk your hands forward, come into your regular all fours, wrists into the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. This time, palms down. Rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward your knees. Now set your hands down flat, spread your fingers out wide, grip the mat. And if this is too intense, you can always bring the hands closer to the knees and take more weight to your legs. Now if this is good enough, just stay here. Keep your spine lifted, keep gripping the ground, and really press your fingertips down as much as you can. Now if you want to move with this, we're going to hold the wrist stretch and just move one leg at a time. So for that, with an inhale, extend your right leg straight back. And then with the exhale, pull this in, knee to nose, round your spine. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose one more time. Now inhale the right leg back and keep that right leg extended behind, look forward. Now grip the floor with both hands, lower your right hip. We're going to pulse the right heel, and I want you to keep that leg straight. You're lifting from the glutes on the right side. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the right knee down. Still gripping the floor with your fingertips, press into both hands and take it on the other side. Inhale your left leg straight back. Exhale, curl this in, knee to nose. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. Inhale, extend the left leg back and keep that leg straight. Now reach for the big toe, lower the left hip and keep your hip squared. Now lifting from the glutes, pulse the heel up higher on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead, bring your left knee down. Come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels. And then just take a moment, shake your hands, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once you're ready, come back to all fours. Now wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. We're going to take this into a variation of side plank. Now to set this up, the right side is going to be your base. So look down. Slide your right hand further right, about one hand's width. So the right hand's further right than your right knee. Curl the toes of the right foot, keep the toes tucked. Step your left foot behind the right. And grip the floor with the right hand. Bring the left hand to your left hip and open to the side. Now you can always just stay right here, and this is fine all by itself. If you're ready to take this further, then go ahead, bring the fingertips of the left hand down to the floor. Now you're not putting the weight on your left hand, you're just using that for balance. And then lift your left foot. Now I want to take this up and down. So see the toes of the right foot are tucked. And then go ahead, lift the right knee, bring your hips up high. And then bring the right knee back down to touch the floor. Again, lift the right knee up. And then bring that knee back down. One more time, right knee high, lift your hips. And then bring the knee back down to the floor. And then come back to all fours. And of course, we're going to take this on the other side. So this time the left side's your base. Now look at the left hand. Slide it to the left about one hand's width. And tuck the toes of the left foot behind you. Step the right foot behind the left. And bring the right hand to your right hip and open to the side. Grip the floor with your left hand. Now to take it further, bring the fingertips of the right hand down to the floor. And lift the right leg. Keep it lifted. Up and down from here. See the toes of the left foot are tucked. Now go ahead, lift your left knee. Bring your hips up high. And then touch the knee back down. Again, lift your left knee, and then come back down. One more time, lift your left knee. One more time, come down. And then just bring it back down to all fours. All right, now from all fours, we'll take this basically into the upper body and into the shoulders. So why don't you bring both forearms down to the floor. Now you got two choices here. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together, but whatever you decide, be sure you can keep your elbows under control and keep them shoulder width. Now press in your hands. You want to feel the weight moving through your forearms. And we're going to take this into dolphin. So tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees, bring your hips up high. And if you want to just stay loose, you can keep it bent on the knees, just keep the hips lifted and keep pressing into your hands. Now if you can take this further, walk your feet forward, keep the heels lifted, bring your hips up as high as you can. You can always bend your knees, keep in mind. And from wherever you are, press in your hands so you can feel that lift between the shoulders. You can just stay here and let your head hang. Now, if you want to move with this, I'm going to cue this into dolphin push-ups. For that, with an inhale, bring your chin as far forward as you can. And then press back, hips up high. Forward for 2. And then press this back. Forward for 3. Press it back again. And then forward for 4. And press it back. Forward for 5. Press this back again. And then forward for 6. And press back. Now forward for 7. Press this back again. Forward for 8. And then press back. Now forward for 9. Press this back again. And then forward for 10. Press back one more time and hold. Now we're going to take this toward a baby crow. It's almost an arm balance. It's probably the safest, but it takes a lot of compression. Just work this as best you can. So still pressing your hands, bend your knees, keep your heels lifted. And then walk this in. So as you walk your feet in, let the knees bend further. Pull your thighs in toward your belly. And then you can stop at any point and just hold. And you can always also bring the knees down whenever you like. Now target the knees for the armpits. You're trying to get the knees to touch your upper arms. And if you can find that contact, stay curled. See about looking forward and leaning. Maybe lift your feet up off the floor. And this is not supposed to be too comfortable, keep in mind. And then if you found that lift, go ahead and bring your feet down. And just come back to all fours. So we're just working toward compression as far as you can go. Now once you come up to all fours, give yourself a moment here. Move around, loosen up. And then go ahead and take this into your downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And just give yourself a moment to breathe. Now once you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest low to the floor. Now even as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Keep your hips lifted, reach up toward the ceiling. Let the upper body start to move into one long straight line. Now hold tension through your core, through your belly, around the low ribs. And as your hips press high, if your legs are tight, let the tension go. You can always bend your knees. And you can just stay loose if you like. Maybe pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And slowly restack your spine. So round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release at the bottom. With an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrists the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Feel the shoulder blades move apart. And then from here, when you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. And we're going to flatten this out. So with your next inhale, just slowly bring your chest all the way down to the floor. Now go ahead, flatten the feet underneath. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we're going to lift this, taking this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with your exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in the upper body, pressing your feet. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. Work to lift up a little bit higher still. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press your palms into the floor. And we'll take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, let your hips hang and stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc through the front. Now lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. And we'll take it through the sun salutations from here. So take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to high plank. Now from your plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with your next inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. And then with the exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. 2 more times like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. From your plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw the belly in, hips up high to down dog. 1 more time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. Exhale, fold, all the way back down again. Inhale, half lift here. And then with the exhale, set the hands and step it back to high plank. From your plank, take an inhale. Exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Inhale, pull the chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw the belly in. Hips up high to down dog, and then just pedal out and breathe here. All right, from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just settle into the chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, pay attention to your stance. Feet not too wide, within hips width distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And as you sink down low, bring your hands behind your head. Now interlace the fingers, elbows out wide, shoulders back, and then sink your hips down lower. Keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward, and keep breathing. Now as you hold on to this, lift your toes up off the floor. And we're just going to take this back and forth. So roll this forward, bring your heels up high, you're still in chair. And then set your heels back down. Come forward again, lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward, lift your heels. And then set your heels down one more time. And then once the heels come back down, put the weight to the right foot and lift your left heel. Hover that left foot up off the floor. Now slowly from here, bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to take this to a warrior 3. So I want you to start to straighten your right leg and extend your left leg straight back. Now maybe you stay balanced more toward vertical, and that's fine. Keep your hips squared. If you can go deeper, start to hinge from the right hip and bring your torso down toward, or bring your lifted body toward parallel with the floor. Now again, you can hold this at an angle, and that's fine. You can always keep a bend in your right knee, but keep looking forward. And we're going to move a little bit here as we're balancing. So just put a little bend in the right knee and sink down. Press into the right foot, come back up towards straight. Again, bend your right knee, sink down, keep your balance. And then push into your right foot and come back up. Now one more time, bend the right knee, try to come down low, belly toward your right thigh. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring both hands to the floor and bring the left foot down behind you, low lunge. Now from here, we're going to take this into that modified side plank that we did before. So I want you to bring your right knee down to the mat, but keep the toes of the right foot, or bring the left knee down to the mat rather. Keep the toes of the left foot tucked. Left hand comes down to the mat. Now slide your left hand out to the left about one hand's width, and then step the right foot behind the left and bring the right hand to the right hip. Now open to the side, keep the right shoulder high, and then go ahead and lift your right foot up off the floor. Keep grabbing the mat with your left hand. Now you can stay here or you can take it up and down. So for that, bring the fingertips of the right hand down to the floor just for your stability. And then back and forth, lift your left knee up high. And then bring the left knee back down to touch the mat. And again, lift your left knee. And then come back down. One more time, lift your left knee. And then one more time, bring it back down. And then once you come back down, take it back to your low lunge. Step your right foot forward. And right hand goes outside that right foot. Now tuck the toes of your left foot and lift your left knee. And we're going to take this into a grounded twist. So from here, make your left hand to a fist. Press that fist into the floor inside the right leg. Right arm comes behind your back for a half bind. Now pull that right shoulder back. Keep the right shoulder stacked above the left. And work this as best you can. Look down the length of your left arm. So push into the right foot. Hover your left hand up off the floor. And then hinge from the hips. Bring your torso upright. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. And then hinge forward. And bring the left hand down to touch the mat. Again, push into the right foot. Bring yourself upright. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. And then hinge forward. And touch that left hand down to the floor. One more time. Bring this up. Push into the right foot. All the way upright. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands through center. And left elbow outside the right thigh. Now push the elbow to the thigh. Push the palms together. Take the twist. And then just bring that left knee back down. Now push the left elbow into your right leg. Look back over your right shoulder. And just breathe here. Keep your spine long and keep twisting. Now slowly hold your twist, but flatten your left foot behind you. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release the twist. Bring your hands to your hips and bring yourself to upright. Everything stacks basically to vertical from the left knee on up. Push down into your right foot. Now when you're ready, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers. Palms open, elbows wide. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And keep your chest open. We're going to take this back and forth from the hips. So when you're ready, deep under the right knee. Sink down and forward. Look up toward the ceiling. Now keep looking up. Press into the right foot and lean this back. Kick the left foot down. Deep into the right knee. Sink your hips down and forward. Keep looking toward the ceiling. Press into the right foot and lean this back. Keep your chest open. One more time. Deep into the right knee. Sink your hips down and forward. And then one more time. Press into the right foot. Lean this back and hold here. Now kick your left foot down. Keep your hips pressing forward, shoulders back. If you want to go further, you can twist here. You can release the right hand. Maybe reach down toward the left heel. You don't have to touch it. That is the direction to take the twist. Keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center. Reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes, left foot, lift your left knee. Step your left foot forward next to the right, forward fold. And we're going to take this into the crow setup here, and you don't actually have to balance this. Just take this as far as you can. So take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands down shoulder width. Now grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels up, and bring the knees to touch your upper arms. Now look forward, lean forward, go slow, keep gripping. And you can stop at any point. Maybe just stay here at the edge of balancing. Now if you just want to play with it a little bit, see about lifting your right foot, and then you can set it down. See about lifting the left foot, and then set it down. If you want to take it further, keep gripping, lean your shoulders forward, and maybe lift your feet together, bring the toes to touch. And then when you're ready, go ahead, bring your feet down, step this back to plank. And we'll take it through the Vinyasa from here. So once you're in plank, press down into the floor, and then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly, hips up high to down dog. Now just give yourself a moment to breathe. Let's take all that to the other side. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips with distance. Big toes, knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then bring your hands behind your head. Interlace fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Pull the shoulders back and keep your chest open. You can sink this down lower if you like. Now as you hold this shape, keep your knees bent like this. Lift your toes up off the floor. And just go back and forth with your feet. Roll forward, bring your heels up high. And then set the heels down. Come forward, lift your heels again. And then set them back down. One more time forward, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. And then from here, put the weight to left foot, lift your right heel, and hover that right foot up off the floor. Now hands to your hips. When you're ready, take this toward a warrior three. Extend the right leg back and hinge forward from the left hip. Now keep your lifted body in one long line. You can stay more upright and that's fine. You can always bend the left knee. You could bring it down toward parallel with the floor if you want to take it there. Now keep your gaze forward, keep your balance, keep breathing. And then work your balance a little bit. Lower the right hip. And then bend the left knee, sink down at least a little. Push into your left foot, come back up toward straight. Bend your left knee and sink in. Push into your left foot, come back up. Now one more time, bend your left knee, try to take it low. See about bringing your belly down toward touching your thigh. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down, right foot down behind you, low lunge. Now from here to that modified side plank, go ahead, bring the right knee down to the floor. Keep the toes of the right foot tucked. Now right hand stays down, but slide it further right about one hand's width. Grip the floor. Step your left foot behind the right. Bring your left hand to your left hip, open to the side. And then once you've opened this up, go ahead and lift that left foot up off the floor and hold. This is good enough right here. Now if you want to take it up and down, bring the fingertips of the left hand down to the mat just for support. And we'll go back and forth with that right leg. So lift the right knee up high. Bring your hips up high. And then touch the knee back down to the mat. Again, lift the right knee. And then set it back down. One more time, lift the right knee. One more time, set it down. Now once you come down, step the left foot forward. And bring the left hand outside your left foot. We'll take this to low lunge. So the right foot slides back. And just bring your body into line. Now from here, we'll take the grounded twist. Right hand becomes a fist. Press it to the floor inside your left leg. Left arm in a half bind. Bring it behind your back with the palm facing away. Draw that left shoulder back and look down the length of the right arm. Now press strongly the left foot. Hover the right hand up off the floor. And then bring this all the way upright. Left shoulder back, right arm forward. And then hinge forward. Lightly touch the right hand down to the floor. Again, push into your left foot. Bring this all the way upright. Left shoulder back, right arm forward. And then hinge forward and touch the right hand down. One more time, push in that left foot. Come all the way up, left shoulder back, right arm forward, hold here. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center. Right elbow outside your left thigh, and we'll move into that twist. Now as you press the elbow to the thigh, go ahead, bring the right knee down. And keep your spine long. So look back over the left shoulder, and just breathe into this for a moment. Now while you're twisted, go ahead, flatten that right foot behind you, kick down, and then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just turn to center. Bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. So you're in a kneeling lunge. Everything with the right knee on up, stacks up to vertical. Push down into your left foot. And then as you're ready, bring your hands behind your head. Now interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide like before. Open up your chest. And look up toward the ceiling. Keep your chest open like this, and we'll take it back and forth with the hips. So deep bend left knee, sink your hips down and forward. Keep looking up. And then press into your left foot, lean this back and keep your chest open. Again, deep bend left knee, sink this down and forward. Keep your gaze up high, push the left foot and lean this further back. One more time, bend the left knee, sink your hips down and forward. And then one more time, push your left foot, lean this further back, hold here, keep your chest open, keep the shoulders pulled back, keep breathing. And if you want to twist here, just release the left hand. See about reaching down toward that right heel. You're not trying to touch it. Just let your chest open up to the left side a little bit and keep breathing. Keep that right foot kicking down. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, hands down around that left foot. Tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee. And then step your right foot forward next to the left. Now with your feet together, from that forward fold, we'll take it to crow. So with an inhale, just lift your torso up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands down shoulder width. Now palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels, and then touch the knees to your arms. Now look forward, lean forward, just go slow, bring your shoulders forward and keep gripping hard. Now maybe just play around with this a little bit. See about lifting your right foot for a moment. And then set it down. And then see about lifting that left foot. And then set it down. Now if you want to go further, look forward, keep your grip, start to lean. Maybe lift your feet up together, bring the toes to touch. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead, set the feet down. Go ahead, step this back to plank. And we'll move to that transition again. Once you're in plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. Paddle out here and breathe. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach your arms high. And then with the exhale, sink back into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low and stay low. Now as you hold this, I want you to keep the lower body as is. Keep the hips at this level and keep the knees bent. And we'll just move from the upper body. So take an inhale, reach to your fingertips. And then with the exhale, fold this down and reach behind. Inhale, arms high, look forward, knees are still bent. Exhale, fold down and reach back. Inhale, arms high, look forward. Exhale, fold down, reach behind. Inhale, arms high, look forward. Exhale, fold down, reach behind. Inhale, arms high, look forward. Now exhale one more time, fold and hold here. Now keep looking forward, keep your shoulders pulled back, bring your hands together. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other, draw your shoulders even further back, keep your gaze forward. And then put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. Bring yourself to standing on that right foot, and the left leg extends straight behind you toward a warrior three. Now pull that left hip forward, keep your hips squared. You can always keep the right knee bent. Maybe stay more toward vertical. Maybe hinge down toward parallel with the floor, but keep looking forward and take this to where you can. Now while you hold your balance, play with it just a little bit. Bend the right knee, sink down at least a little, and then push into the right foot, come back towards straight. Bend your right knee and sink down. Push into the right foot, come back up. One more time, bend the right knee, now try to sink down deep. Bring your belly down toward your right thigh. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down, left foot down behind you, low lunge. Now once you're ready here, go ahead, keep the toes left foot tucked, but bring your left knee down. We'll take that modified side plank again. Left hand to the floor. Slide it further left than your left knee, about one hand's width, and step the right foot behind the left. Now right hand to the right hip, open up to the right side. And you can always just stay here and maybe just lift the right foot, and this is good enough. Now if you want to take it up and down, bring the fingertips of the right hand down to the floor to keep your balance. Dig into the toes of the left foot, and then lift your left knee up high, lift your hips up high. And then touch your left knee back down to the floor. Again, lift your left knee and lift your hips. And then bring the left knee down. One more time, lift your left knee, lift your hips. One more time, come down. And then step your right foot forward between your hands and lift your left knee, come into low lunge. Now from your low lunge, we'll take this up to a warrior two. So with an inhale, drop your left heel. Lift your torso, wimble the arms, and open up to the left side. And just take a moment to set this up. So deep end of the right knee, straight left leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Let your hips sink down low. Keep your spine upright. Reach this equally front to back. And then let's take this back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Left hand to left thigh. Right arm reaches high and back. And then with the exhale, extend right over to the right thigh. Left arm forward and keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. And then exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time. And then with the exhale, just come back to center with your spine toward vertical, reach wide. And we'll take this into triangle. So straighten the right leg. Bump your left hip back. And then with an inhale, reach as far forward as you can through that right arm. And with the exhale, tilt right hand to the right shin. Left arm reaches high. Now stay open to the side. Stack the left hip above the right as best you can. Try to tuck the right hip onto the left. You can always walk that right hand further down. But stay open to the side and keep looking toward the ceiling. Just keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Now turn the heels in towards center, toes to the sides. We're going to take this into a horse stance. This is just a wide-legged squat. So bring your hips down toward the level of the knees, thighs toward parallel with the floor. Just move around a little bit side to side. And then we're going to take this back and forth, staying low. So keep your left hand on your left thigh. And then as you're ready, right hand to the floor. Step your right foot back and across behind your left leg. And then step the right foot out wide. Come back upright, back to that horse stance. And then again, right hand to the floor. Right foot back and across. And then step your right foot out wide. Come back upright, back to that squat. One more time. Right hand to the floor. Right foot back and across. And then bring the right knee as low as you can. Now I want to try to take this up towards some balancing here. Well, no, actually we'll just take this back to horse. Pushing your left foot, step the right foot out wide, and then bring yourself back upright. Now once you're up, we're going to take a half bind here. So I want you to go ahead and bring the right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Bring it to the left side. Left hand meets the right. Now keep that grip, keep your shoulders pulled back, and we're going to take this side to side 1 foot at a time. So put your weight to the left foot, lean left, right heel lifts. Now keep leaning and lift your right leg. Keep the knees bent, try to keep them wide. And then step your right foot down. Now bring it to the right foot, lean right, lift your left heel. Lean right, knees are bent, knees are wide as that left foot lifts. And then step the left foot down. Come over to the left side, lean left. Right leg lifts, knees stay bent, knees stay wide. Bring the right foot back down. Over to the right foot, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are still bent, knees are still wide. And set the left foot down. One more time, left side, lean left. Lift that right leg, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then set the right foot down. Now a little bit different here. Look at the right foot. Pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Keep your left shoulder pulled back and look over the right shoulder. Put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel, and then slowly straighten that left leg as you straighten the right and hold your balance. Now keep your left shoulder pulled back, left hip pulled back, just look down toward the floor. And if you want to take it deeper, you can keep hinging from that right hip. But stay open to your left side and stay breathing here. Maybe even take it toward parallel with the floor. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both feet down, both hands down, forward fold. Now when you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, and we're going to take it back into crow. So press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, lift your heels, and bring the knees to touch your upper arms. Now look forward, lean forward, take it slow, keep that grip, and then play around with it. See by lifting the right foot, and set it down, lift the left, and then set it down. Now to take it further, grip and maybe lean forward. If you want to take it further, see about lifting both feet, but touch your toes together when they lift. And then when you're ready, bring your feet down. Step it back to plank. And we'll take the vinyasa from here. So once you're in plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. Now with the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Paddle out here. All right, let's even it out on this side. So from your down dog, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, sink back into the chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you hold this, just keep the legs as they are. Keep the hips at this level and keep your knees bent. Take an inhale, reach to your fingertips. And then with the exhale, fold this down and reach behind. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, fold and reach back. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, fold and reach behind. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, fold and reach behind. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, fold and reach behind, hold here. Now keep looking forward, bring your hands together. Find the grip that feels strange. Inhale, lace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other. Keep your shoulders drawn back. Put your weight to the left foot, lift your right heel. And then start to hover that right foot. Take this into balancing. Straighten your left leg and extend the right leg back. Now stay balanced on that left foot. Pull the right hip forward. Keep the hips in line. You can stay more upright or maybe more toward parallel. Keep looking forward. Now work the left leg. Put at least a little bend in the left knee. Sink down. Push in your left foot. Come back up towards straight. Bend in your left knee. Sink down again. Push in your left foot. Come back up. One more time. Bend your left knee. Sink down. Take it deep. Try to bring your belly toward your left thigh. And then release this. Both hands down. Right foot down behind you. Now into that modified side plank one more time. Bring that right knee down to the floor. Keep the toes of the right foot tucked. Right hand's your base, but slide it to the right about one hand's width. Now step your left foot behind the right. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And then go ahead and lift that left foot up off the floor. You can always just stay here. If you're going to lift and lower, fingertips of the left hand come down to the mat for balance. And then press into the toes of your right foot. Lift the right knee up high. Bring your hips up high. And then go ahead and bring that right knee down. Again, lift your right knee and lift your hips. And then bring it back down. Lift your right knee, lift your hips. And then come back down one more time. And then step your left foot forward. In between your hands, find your low lunge. Lift that right knee. Now from low lunge to warrior two, with an inhale, drop the right hip. Lift your torso, windmill the arms, and open out to the right side. Take a moment to set this up. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Now you can always lengthen this out, let your hips sink low. Keep your torso upright. And then take it back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm high and back. Exhale, extend. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm high forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time. And then with the exhale, just come back to center. Reach the arms out wide. And we'll take this into triangle. So straighten your left leg. Bump the right hip back. With an inhale, reach as far forward as you can through that left arm. And then with the exhale, tilt. Left hand to left shin. Right arm reaches high. Now tuck the left hip under the right. Right shoulder stays stacked above the left. Gaze up high. You can always take it lower, but be sure you stay open to the side. Now with your next inhale, just bring your torso up, right hands to your hips. And then turn the heels in, toes out, bend your knees, come into that horse stance again. And just move around. So hips toward the level of the knees, thighs down toward parallel with the floor. Just get as close as you can. Come into that wide-legged squat. And then settle in at center. Now back and forth, working into that right leg this time. Keep the right hand where it is on your right thigh. But bring the left hand down. Step your left foot back and across. Come down low inside the right leg. And then step your left foot out wide. Bring your torso upright and come back to horse. Again like that. Left hand down. Left foot steps back and across. Sink into the hips. And then push into your right foot. Step the left foot wide and come back up. One more time. Left hand down. Left foot steps back and across. Sink your hips down low. And then push in your right foot. Step the left foot wide and come back up to horse. Now, once you're ready here, let's take this a little bit further. Left arm behind your back, half bind, bring that hand to the right. Right hand meets the left, palms together, fingers lace, shoulders pulled back. And going back and forth from here, we'll take this into balancing. So lean your weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. Lean further, lift your left leg, keep your knees bent and keep your knees wide. Set your left foot down back to horse. Now come over to the left foot and lean left, lift your right heel. Lift up, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then set that right foot down. Over to the right side again, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are still bent, knees are still wide, keep your chest open. And then step the left foot down. Over to the left side, lean left. Lift your right leg, knees are still bent, knees are still wide here. And then set the right foot down. Now one more time to the right side, lean right. Lift your left leg, knees are bent, knees are wide, hold. And then go ahead, set the left foot down. Now look at your left foot. Rotate on the heel, point the toes toward the front. Keep the right shoulder pulled back, look over your left shoulder. Bring the weight to left foot, lift your right heel. And now this time, straighten your left leg and lift the right foot up off the floor. Stay open to the side, right shoulder and right hip pulled back. You can always keep a bend in the left knee. If you want to hinge it forward, you can bring your lifted body toward parallel at the floor. Just take this to where you can. I'm going to recommend you look down at the floor over that left shoulder. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now from that fold, when you're ready, inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands down. We'll take it to that crow setup one more time. Now press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your upper arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. And then as you hold this, keep gripping with your fingertips. See about lifting the right foot for a moment. Set it down. Lift the left foot. And then set it down. Now see about looking forward, maybe take it further. You can lift both feet, big toes to touch. And then go ahead, bring your feet back to the floor, step it back to high plank. From plank, when you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin, chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. And with the exhale, bend the knees, bring them all the way down to the floor. And we're going to take this into Gomukhasana from here. So bring your right knee forward toward the center of the mat underneath your chest. The right foot's going to go left. And you're going to cross your legs here. Pull the left knee in tight behind the right. Now as your legs squeeze together, bring your feet out as wide as you can. And as your legs are squeezing, slowly come down to sitting between your heels. And just give yourself a moment to settle in. Work to get both sit bones down to the floor. Now, if your hips are tight and that's too much, you can also do this with your left leg extended and the right leg crossed over your left knee. But just give yourself a moment to sit this upright. And then from here, we'll take this into the arm bind. So bring the right arm behind your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back. And you can take hold of the right wrist. You can reach all the way to the elbow or somewhere in between. But use the left hand to pull the right arm back and feel the stretch move through the front of the right shoulder. This could be enough. Sit this up tall. Now, if you want to take the full bind, this isn't for everybody, but if you want to give it a try, you can bring that right hand up between the shoulder blades, and then the left arm comes from above. See about finding that grip somewhere in between. And as often as I do this, this is never an easy pose for me. Now, if that grip's not going to happen, don't worry about it. You can just keep the half bind. But either way, keep your shoulders pulled back, open up your chest, sit this up tall. Keep your legs squeezing together as you sink down into the mat. And just breathe here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Set your hands down behind you, lean back and untangle the legs. And then when you're ready, just cross the ankles. Roll forward, your hands come back to all fours. And we're going to take all that on the other side. Now when you're ready here, just bring your left knee forward to the center of the mat. Left foot over to the right. And then the right leg crosses in behind the left. Now bring your knees together tight and bring your feet out wide. As your legs are squeezing, bring yourself down to sitting between your heels. Just give yourself a moment to feel this out. Now you can also do this with the right leg extended and the left leg crossed over your right knee. Keep in mind, just find the seat that works for you. And then feel out the half bind. So bring the left arm behind your low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, reach back, grip what you can, the wrist Maybe reach all the way to the elbow or something in between. But use the right hand, draw that left shoulder back and open up your chest. And if you want to go toward the full bind, you can bring the left hand up between the shoulder blades. And then the right arm comes from above. And see about finding that grip somewhere in between here. Now, if you can't get the full bind, there's nothing wrong with the half bind, keep in mind. Just take the combination of stretches that works best for you right now. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle your legs. And this time, come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in tight. And then when you're ready, just release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. And once the feet are down, we're going to take this into bridge one more time. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close so you start with your low back basically flat. Arms down at your sides, palms down. And just keep your gaze high. When you're ready with an inhale, press into your feet. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and stay lifted. Now this is good enough, but keep the tension of the glutes and hold the lift. Keep your hips pressing high. If you want to take your bridge further, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms together. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more. And again, hips are still lifting. Now, if you want to take it further still, if you have the reach, you can hold on to your ankles and use that grip to press the hips still higher and open your chest up further yet. Keep breathing here and keep lifting, whatever variation you're in. When you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just roll everything back down to the floor. And then once you're down, pull your knees to your chest, just squeeze them in. And we're going to take the leg bind that we took before. So this is Supta Gomukhasana. So just go ahead and bring your left foot down to the floor. Right knee to the center of your chest, but open up your right leg to about 90 degrees. We're going to cross the legs. So pull the left knee in directly behind the right. And squeeze your legs together tight, pull down. Now it's opposite hand to opposite leg. You can just stay here and hold the knees. If you want to take this further, you can work your hands toward your feet. And if you want to take it deep, you can curl your toes toward your hands, pull your feet down toward the floor, and then up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees close to your chest, work to flatten your spine, and push back up into your hands as your hands are pulling down. Just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip and uncross the legs. And take it the other way. Bring the right foot to the floor, pull the left knee to the center of your chest. Open up your left leg to 90 degrees. Cross your legs, pull the right knee in directly behind the left. And then squeeze down. Now again, opposite hand to opposite leg, you can hold the knees. You can work your hands toward your feet. And if you want to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands. Pull the feet down toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, again, keep your knees close. Work to flatten your spine toward the floor. And press back up into your hands as your hands are pulling down. Breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release that grip, untangle the legs. Bring your knees into your chest side by side. And let's take it to happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. So try to bring the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine, stick your tailbone down toward the floor. And then if you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. Now when you're ready here, to start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out past your head. And then go ahead and pull this back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Go ahead, ground yourself into the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here. Hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. And thank you for joining class. Namaste.